Hello and happy new year, my good boxing brothers. Alright, so I'm returning already next Wednesday. We have a pretty exciting fight between Jai Opetaia and David. I don't know really how you pronounce it. Nyika, I don't know, Nyika. So yeah, this is a IBF cruiserweight title fight. By the way, this guy Nika is huge for a cruiserweight. Holy crap, 6'6", but his reach isn't that huge really for his height anyway. 79-inch reach, but interesting. Opetaia stands here at 6'3", while I have seen on other pages sites that he's 6'2". Well, maybe he's in between. And yeah, he's 20. Both guys are 29, but Nika only has 10 fights, but no losses, of course, and 9 of them are by knockout. While uh, Opetaia is also unbeaten, 26-0. Pretty impressive so far. His career has been, even though he has been kind of, well, derailed, you might say. He was stripped earlier by IBF. They are they have such ridiculous rules, and I know they have stripped so many really outstanding champions fighters because they weren't able to fight within, I don't know, defend within 6 months or something. That's pretty ridiculous, isn't it? But now anyway, Opetaia is back in the saddle. He's a southpaw, and Nyika is an orthodox. So there is also, well, we can count that as an advantage for Mr. Opetaia. Well, a friend of mine who has been following uh, David Nyika, he's also a really big boxing buff, knows quite a lot about boxing. He thinks that he is a promising fighter, but this fight has come too early, and yeah, I mean it may appear so. I mean he's only got 10 fights, for crying out loud, but I mean, and the people, I mean, he beat some guys that were kind of, um, kind of decent, but are already past their prime, and like Tommy Carpensy and Robert Barrage, and yeah. But to his credit, he stopped them all within 3 rounds. I mean, both of those guys within 3 rounds. He's a big, strong guy who can punch. Obviously, Nika, I believe. I'm not sure, but he's probably of Maori descent, even though that's not very important. I mean, the interesting thing is that Opetaia himself is part Samoan, so yeah. This is a pretty interesting fight because Nika is a young prospect, of course. Well, not so young for a prospect, but still, he's 29 and he started boxing kind of late, and in 21. So, yeah, I mean, after less than 4 years, he's now gotten to fight for the IBF title. Um, so that we will see, of course. But this is, I think, more of a stay busy fight for Opetaia, and yeah, just I mean, he reclaimed the IBF title last year and has defended it once. So yeah, I mean, because the cruiserweight division isn't exactly bursting with good talent or very exciting fighters. Sometimes the champions there have to fight these rather unknown guys, but who might put up a good fight, might have something. I mean, yeah, I don't think Nika can pull off the upset, but with his great height and everything, his power, he is definitely on paper at least a formidable opponent, even though he's got so few fights. But I mean, Opetaia himself, how many fights did he have before he faced and Breedis for the first time and won the IBF title? He had 21 fights, I believe. So, yeah, big difference there. Yeah, so I think, of course, one cannot pick anything else but a dominant win for Opetaia. And yeah, so after this, he might go on to face somebody like the what's his name, the new WBA champion Zurdo Ramirez. Yeah, that's right. No, not WBA, but WBO, right? All right. But he actually holds. That's right. He holds the WBA belt as well. And the only other champion here at cruiserweight, I believe he still holds the title, is Noel Mikhailian. Yeah, I think but he is kind of, getting up there in age, so, but he was just really quite impressive against, even though, the guy he beat to win the title wasn't exactly in his prime, Ilunga Makabu, but since then, that was in November 23, Mikhailian hasn't had a fight, so that's pretty, weird. I mean, pretty surprising. I mean, that should not happen, should it? A champion should have to go over a year without fighting or defending. So that goes to show how the things are there at WBC and in this division. That's the problem, because the division is rather empty at the moment. That's the thing. Yeah. So, Okoli, for instance, he moved up, and Chris Billen Smith, he just lost, and yeah, I mean, there are a couple others like Richard Riakpour, but he's kind of not really looked good lately against Billen Smith himself. So we don't know what will happen to him in the future, but let's see just the ratings in cruiserweight right now. So anyway, before we go there, I just want to say Opetaia wins this fight anyway, probably by a knockout. Yeah. Yes, he's the southpaw. He's the just more experienced fighter, the better fighter, probably. But I hope I hope Nyika puts on a good, gives him a good fight, and yeah, just puts up a fight, simply. Yeah, that's right. We have this guy Alexei Papin, but there are really no big names in the division aside from Zurdo and Opetaia. So that's the fight that will have to happen this year, definitely. Otherwise, yeah, there isn't that many guys to fight that can, put on a show. Anyway, so all right, I think that was all. Opetaia to beat David Nyika, probably by stoppage. All right, see you soon. Bye.